Why do some men manage to spark an irresistible desire in a woman, while others remain stuck in the infamous friend zone? Today, I'm going to show you how to create sexual tension in a natural and powerful way, making her feel attracted to you like never before. This video will teach you the secrets behind that invisible connection that can completely transform how you win and keep a woman's interest. Why do you need to know this? When you understand how sexual tension works, your interactions stop being ordinary and become magnetic. I'll show you gestures, conversations, and attitudes that make all the difference, without seeming forced. Trust me, this will put you ahead of 90% of men. Have you ever been in situations where something seemed to be missing, even when everything seemed to be going well? Maybe you want to create that extra spark or win over that woman who seems out of reach. If that's what you're looking for, then you're in the right place. Stay with me until the end because what I'll share here can completely change your game when it comes to attraction. You've heard of sexual tension before, but maybe you don't know exactly how it works or how to create it naturally and irresistibly. In this video, you'll discover the secrets to ignite that silent desire in a woman, without having to say a word about it. And here's the truth no one tells you. Sexual tension isn't just about physical attraction. It's a combination of the psychology of desire, emotional connection, and the art of mystery. Many men think they need to be direct to win over a woman, but in reality, it's the unspoken that creates real attraction. If you've ever been in situations where she seemed interested but nothing happened, or if you want to escape the famous friend zone and finally make her feel something different, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to create sexual tension naturally and strategically, and this can completely transform the way you attract. Now, if you're ready to learn how to master this game, stay until the end because what I'll show you here will change the way you relate to women. Sexual tension is an almost palpable energy between two people, where physical attraction and desire are felt but not yet expressed verbally. Imagine being at a dinner, exchanging intense glances, without saying a word about it. This type of emotional connection deeply stirs the psychology of desire, activating a mix of curiosity and attraction that keeps both people engaged. It's not something that can be forced, but it's possible to understand its signals. This tension arises from small details. The way you look, the accidental touch that causes a shiver, or even the silence that carries an expectation in the air. When a man learns to master these moments, he creates a powerful magnetism. The key here is to use body language and subtlety to build this energy without moving directly forward. Sexual tension builds when there's room for desire to grow. A good example is when you're talking and, instead of answering quickly, you leave a bit of suspense in the air, creating a moment of anticipation. Additionally, sexual tension isn't just about physical attraction. There's an emotional depth that strengthens it, where the mind starts projecting fantasies and increasing desire. Many underestimate the power of emotional connection in this process, but it's essential for this tension to sustain. When you build a relationship of trust and respect, attraction intensifies naturally, almost as if it's inevitable. Now, how can this be applied in practice? Let's explore that in the next point. Body language is one of the most effective ways to create sexual tension without saying a word. Small gestures, like a prolonged look or simply leaning slightly toward her, can ignite desire subtly. These signals aren't just physical but carry a psychological weight that increases the emotional connection between you. When body language is used correctly, it awakens curiosity and maintains the mystery, leaving the other person intrigued. A practical example is the use of eye contact. Holding eye contact for a second longer than usual, followed by a slight smile, creates a sense of closeness without being invasive. The same goes for touch. A light touch on the arm, for example, during a casual conversation, can provoke a shiver of attraction, as long as it's done naturally and confidently. These gestures lay the foundation for tension that slowly turns into desire. Posture is also essential. A man who maintains a relaxed but firm posture demonstrates confidence, which is highly attractive. Additionally, by subtly mirroring her movements, you create a subconscious emotional connection. This makes her feel more comfortable and connected, without directly realizing what's happening. Now that you understand the power of body language, it's time to explore the words that can further intensify this tension. Words have a profound impact on creating sexual tension, especially when used strategically. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. A well-placed compliment, given in a lower and more confident tone, can subtly increase desire. The choice of words can ignite her imagination, which is crucial for keeping the emotional connection alive. Simple phrases that imply what you feel are more effective than direct declarations. For example, instead of saying, "You're beautiful," try something like, "There's something about your way that really catches my attention." This approach leaves room for her imagination to work, creating an atmosphere of mystery and attraction. Also, by asking questions that make her reflect on her own emotions and desires, you deepen the emotional connection. Questions like, "What makes you feel special?" or "What's a moment you'll never forget?" invite a more intimate and engaging exchange. Furthermore, using silence strategically is as powerful as words. Pauses in the middle of a conversation, made at the right moment, create anticipation and give her time to absorb what's been said. Silence increases the mystery and, with it, sexual tension. Now, how about we combine body language with the power of words to further intensify this connection? Sexual tension isn't sustained by physical attraction alone. For it to grow and become irresistible, it's essential to develop a genuine emotional connection. When a woman feels that you care about what she thinks and feels, her desire for you naturally increases. The psychology of desire shows us that trust and emotional intimacy are fundamental to strengthening any attraction. So, listening carefully and asking about her interests and dreams is a safe path to this connection. For example, when she shares something personal, show real interest, ask for more details, and validate her emotions. Something like, "I understand what you mean. That must have been an important moment for you." This creates an environment where she feels safe and understood, which further intensifies sexual tension because she will associate you with that sense of emotional comfort. When she opens up emotionally to you, she's more likely to connect physically as well. Additionally, creating moments of mutual vulnerability can be very powerful. When you also share something meaningful or talk about your own feelings, she feels more connected. This kind of deep emotional exchange builds a solid foundation of trust and desire. With this, you're not just building a momentary attraction, but something that can grow and evolve over time. Now, let's understand how to balance this emotional connection with a sense of mystery so that sexual tension continues to grow. Maintaining mystery is a fundamental art for prolonging and intensifying sexual tension. When you reveal everything at once, the attraction can lose strength, as mystery is one of the greatest triggers of human desire. Psychology shows us that the unknown or unattainable generates curiosity and fascination. That's why it's important that your intentions and feelings aren't entirely explicit right from the start. This creates constant tension, where she'll feel motivated to discover more about you. A practical example would be not answering all questions directly or leaving something implicit in a conversation. If she asks about your day, instead of telling her every detail, you could smile and say, "I had an interesting day, but I'll let you imagine what happened." This type of response keeps the expectation in the air, making her want to know more. This game of revealing without revealing is essential for keeping interest and desire alive. Moreover, alternating between moments of emotional closeness and distance keeps the tension alive. If you're always available, the value of the connection may decrease. Alternate moments of emotional intensity with periods of slight distancing, where you become a bit more reserved. This provokes a powerful psychological effect, as she'll feel drawn to discover more about you. Now, let's see how to use this mix of mystery and closeness to create the climax of sexual tension. Now that you understand how sexual tension works and how to apply it strategically, it's time to take action. Think about your recent interactions. Have you missed the chance to create that irresistible connection? Or have you had that feeling that something was missing to spark her desire? This is the moment to change. Everything you've learned here today can completely transform your relationships and the way you're perceived by women. So, why not apply these tips the next time you get the chance? Start gradually, use body language, strategic words, and, most importantly, maintain the mystery. The transformation begins when you take the first step. And if you want to keep evolving in this game, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll receive more content like this and keep learning how to master the art of attraction and win women over intelligently.